You know, even though this isn't my mog, it kind of fits. Like, look at this thing. It has a hoodie, it has a cloak, it has like this chest bit, and it has like a mix of, okay, well, if you zoom out for the shoes, like what are those, right? But god damn, I actually like some of these mogs. I like that hoodie and like the, I guess the teeth that are surrounding the ridge. Anyway, today we're playing some Subtlety. I am playing the PvE build. I don't know why you guys watch me. I'm literally a fucking chimp behind a computer. I can't even run the right build. But hey, it's okay. Mid this video, I decided that we are just going to play out this build. With the recent Subtlety Rogue nerf, with a Shadow Strike 10%, Eviscerate 15%, and Phantom Assassin down to like 10% crit, which is the dumbest nerf ever, we're just gonna play out Subtlety. Can I get decent numbers with this terrible build, but also on top of that, with these terrible nerfs that happened recently? I'm also running triple Shadow Strike build, so that means every Shadow Strike buffs my next Shadow Strike up until a stack of 10. Triple of that, my final Shadow Strikes are doing about 4,700 more damage, I believe, and the buff lasts a minute. So as long as I'm always able to Shadow Strike somebody, I can maintain this buff ahead. Just so you guys know I'm not beating around the bush, here is the TLDR of what I thought of the changes. Is Subtlety in a bad spot? In conclusion, TLDR, no. Is Subtlety in a spot where they're undertuned completely? With gear definitely makes a difference. When you have gear making a difference, I feel like it's something people have to get used to. The fact that you have to farm certain dungeons or certain raids in order to make it viable. And for my build in particular, I felt like the triple stacking of Shadow Strike is something that ended up helping me. Getting specific Azeroth gear for like Blood Siphon for extra mastery definitely helped me out. Basically keeping up with a fairly high item level feels great. So your mileage will vary on a lot of these specifications, I guess. Now, if you want to watch me play this build with the PvE playstyle for Subtlety, to make sure that I didn't cheese it, didn't multi-dot people, didn't just pick up buffs or just AoE the whole time, you're more than welcome to. Subtlety actually doesn't play all that bad. I like how much control you have, and in team play, that's definitely all you need, although I do love being able to pump damage. I agree with the nerfs, not fully though. That Phantom Assassin though, that didn't need to happen. Enjoy the video. Okay. I'm so dead, so dead, so dead, so dead, so dead, so dead. Oh, Cloak of Shadows. Oh, what? Apparently I didn't die. I was saying I was so dead. Because I was. Oh, how did I live? What was that? Yeah, so definitely playing the wrong build, but a lot of people have been talking to me saying that Subtlety just doesn't feel quite that good. So you know what? This is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. We will play Subtlety with this build. You know why it'll work for this video? It's because Subtlety has never needed to have good damage. In most cases, Subtlety just needs to be able to have a lot of crowd control, and damage kind of just comes with it. So Shadow Strikes increased by 2,700. Imagine that during your burst. So Shadow Strikes are hitting for about, should be 10k spam, right? Should be. We'll see if that's true though in just a second. I mean, I am spamming them for 10k a pop, technically. Can't catch you, can't run away from me. Okay, well I'm in a bad spot, aren't I? Very bad spot, actually. Ooh. Can I catch up to you? No, I can't. I'm going the other way. So how hard did I hit the guy with my Shadow Strikes? I mean, 11k per Shadow Strike, that's not bad, right? Okay, who do I want to go for? Let's go on this guy. Never mind, found my target. I do not have a target, apparently. I do not have a target. I do not have a target. God damn it, I don't have a target. Wait, is that mage from before? Is that the same guy? Oh, it is. Hey, how's it going, by the way? Oh, now he's trying to run away. Now you try to run. Okay, I see how it's gonna be. I see how it is. Alrighty. Well, with Subtlety you do have crowd control, so if anything, even if you have like 0 damage whatsoever, you should at least have decent CC. What if I cloak and I try to cap it? Maybe, nope. Now? Yes. Or maybe, nope. Here we go. That did it. With the use of crowd control and when playing with the team, you know, teamwork makes the dream work type of deal. Subtlety I feel I can do just fine, but solo, I don't know about that. We could try to see how I do solo here. Probably not that well. Got evasion for now. And kill the war banner. He just rooted me, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm totally melting. I can't fight a warrior. That's Colossus Smash and everything. Yeah. I'm totally dead. It's fine, though. It's okay. It's alright. It's, yeah. Yeah. I was not prepared. I did not have the cooldowns for it. Did he karma somebody? I think he did. So I'm just killing somebody instead. How's it going? Rails. Here we go. And there it is. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel too terrible. It doesn't feel too terrible to play. I feel like the amount of crowd control I have is fine. So is Subtlety nerfed by this much though? Well, if I'm doing decent, I'm doing okay-ish with Shadow Strikes. What I don't like is why they nerfed Eviscerate damage and Shadow Strike damage. I feel like they should have just nerfed the traits that people were warning, because I'm pretty sure it was the issue was with the traits for Eviscerates and Shadow Strikes. It wasn't the issue with the actual abilities. But instead, what now Blizzard is doing is almost forcing people to have to run specific traits in order to be viable. You know? Now it feels like you have to get at least one stack of Shadow Strike. What if you just wanted to go for a whole nother build? So that's the issue that I have with it. I don't know if it was worth doing it. I feel like Rogue's doing too much damage, like Outlaw hitting somebody for 50k in a single pistol shot. Okay, that's like half of someone's health, you know, on an average like a health number. But Shadow Strikes hitting for 10% less just so you're forced to run at least one stack of Blade in the Shadow, so then all your other Shadow Strikes can finally start stacking damage. Like, I don't know if that's worth. Oh my god, I can't. He's dodging everything. Can you stop? Can you stop dodging everything? Demon Hunters. Beep. Little shank right in the gut. You know what else I hate is the fact that Phantom Assassin is no longer as good. 10% crit increase? Come on, dude. Come on, Blizzard. Who thought that was a good idea? And when it's 35, then it's totally worth going for, because it's like a 50% chance. You have like a 50% chance for your abilities to build up that crit. 10% though, that means I have to stack crit. That means my build is going to be all weird. Mastery and versatility work really well, but like haste is not as good for PvP. But now I feel like I have to stack a whole another setup. You know, I just don't know what to say there. I just absolutely don't know what to say. Let's blind him. Let's actually go for this guy, I guess. Wait, can I sap? No, I can't. Yikes. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of damage I'll take. Oh. Yeah, yikes. Well, how did we do on damage? We did about 2 million with a terrible build. We didn't go as high as like 2.7 million, but the second highest, you know, in the average is not that far ahead. So this is me playing like a really shitty build by complete accident, but I feel like it serves a purpose in this video. Is Subtlety really in that bad of a position? I feel like if I can reach out this decent number of damage, and you guys saw me not really trying to cheese, not really trying to put a dot on everybody. I did use Shuriken Storm a couple times, but you're supposed to as a Subtlety Rogue. That's like, so when other classes have AoE, for you, instead of having higher AoE, so you can hit more than one target, instead, what you get is a stronger single target damage. That's kind of how it offsets for you. So I felt like I didn't abuse it too much in this video. So I feel like with these kind of numbers, if I ran an actual powerful build, an actual PvP build with the talents you're supposed to run, I feel that my damage would have been a lot higher. But running with the talents that I did, the underperforming talents, and still doing fairly okay with, I feel that my damage and what I was able to do was at least sufficient enough. What I'm trying to say is I don't think Subtlety is in a state where it's unplayable. I feel like there's definitely going to be damage that is toned down, and what isn't fun for rogues is to feel like you're just a CC bot. So I feel like as a CC bot in BGs I did fine. There were pockets where I had decent damage, but again, if I had the right talents, I would have had good, a lot better damage overall. That being said, what rogues don't like to feel though, and this is, I guess, can be said to Blizzard. I don't know if anybody with Blizzard would even watch this video, but what rogues like, I feel like, and this is coming from me, is when you have CC, but you can also push damage. I know that they've been doing a little bit of prune in the game. So some people tell you, if you want to play a pure damage class, why don't you play a warrior, right? Warriors don't have a lot of CC, they don't have as much crack control as a rogue does. They're more about just pushing out damage. So why don't you just play a warrior? Well, as a rogue, I'd rather play rogue. I like the rogue abilities, I like the rogue playstyle, but what I also like when my rogue can actually push damage when I need it to. That feeling of control around your character is what I like. I don't like having to sit and wait around cooldowns all the time. I don't like having to sit and wait for setups all day. I like being able to just choose, okay, I want to go for damage, and being able to pump damage. So with how rogues were at the beginning of the expansion, they were overtuned, but what was cool is the fact that, hey, I want to damage, go do it. As long as you get your rotation right, as long as you combine whatever procs, whatever playstyle, Azeroth, whatever you needed to make it happen, you can make it happen just on a whim. But with nerfing down some of the rogue damage, I feel like some people feel that, okay, I only have damage during this certain moment or this certain pocket of time, and it feels like the rest of the time I'm just kind of utility. It'll take a little bit of time for Blizzard to find that right balance between those two things, between damage and utility for rogues. But what's cool is just to be able to deal damage and be able to dish out big damage while still being able to have a decent utility. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see all of you guys in another one.